Hey there guys, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Because I have still to possibly reply to my brother, I'm going to break a cardinal rule of doing videos, which is a weird rule. It's not even a rule, it's just, you know. But basically it's that you don't talk about when you're recording what where. But I may have to reply to my brother. That's going to make it very obvious that I just, you know, stopped the recording, started the recording again. It's in the same time zone, in the same time frame as the last video you will have watched. So yes, it's being recorded at the same time. Shock, horror. It's almost like to do multiple videos a day, you have to do slabs of recording. So, wow, those take a little while to build, don't they? Oh, it is creeping in there. If we can get all this done, yeah, let's where's the sub priority? Put it on 7. We'll have all this be 7. So they'll go and do this as soon as possible, which oh, the igneous rock is right here. Okay, cool. No idea where that polluted water came from. Can't go any further left. Probably not in a what's that, abyssalite? Oh, okay, yeah, right. Some water, polluted water up here, maybe. How hot? It doesn't seem to be, like, extra hot. We're looking for, like, a deeper red to indicate that that's where the oil might be. So, yeah. Still no idea yet. Okay. Ah, balls. Okay, he's not angry when we cut him out of the sand. He's gonna go back to sleep in the sand. God damn it. Okay. Yeah. So this is all on hold while we do this. I do want to do this fairly quickly. The less heat we let in, the better. Wait, what? Why? Are those keeping... Reduces heat transfer between walls, retaining ambient heat in the area. I really hope that means that it keeps this cool and not that it heats it up. It looks like it heats it up. How are we supposed to stop the heat transfer then? Well, because this isn't going to be appropriate for what I want to make. This is going to make it a warm room. I don't know what I'll do with a warm room. Okay, so insulated tiles isn't the way to keep things warm. Unless, maybe in the cool place? Oh, I'm unsure. Well, let's keep going for now anyway. And we'll figure out what to do with a warm room, I guess. Okay. No, I'm very... I guess it makes sense, because you insulate somewhere you want to keep warm, don't you? I really should have, like, figured that one out. I thought it could keep a cool room cool and a warm room. But it's because there's no other way to keep a cool room cool. I was like, okay, well, obviously, you know, duh. You just keep the You just keep the cool room cool with this. Like, it doesn't exactly make sense, but it doesn't have to. How are we doing with the... Oh, Lord. Okay. It's a little bit lack of... Let's get a couple more airflow tiles. Put one there. Put one there. Also, the carbon dioxide's building up, so we're going to need a carbon skimmer. Now, where can we put a carbon skimmer around here? Well, we don't need the compost, do we? Okay, so we need to research the carbon skimmer, which can be found here. There we go. So let's see how the temperature's doing in here. 24, 25. It seems to have made this cooler. So it's like 26 up here, and then it's a bit cooler down here. I don't know. I'm very confused about that. How is this 24.1? It's a fridge. It's all very confusing. Food-wise, we're kind of doing okay, I guess. Not really. How is it not warm above us? That's the real question. And why does it start off hot at all? That doesn't make any sense. Not gonna lie, very confusing. Okay, Ooh, wolframite. So how are we doing here? We're slowly going down there. And over here, we're slowly going up there. Okay. Next thing we can do, of course, is just... apples. No. More like, this. That works for me. Well, we could just, yeah, do that and do this. Alright. There we go. Okay. This is dormant for now. We should do something about this. What do we want to turn that into, though? I'm just going to how bad is the oxygen down? Wow, that is okay. So maybe we could put the skimmer down here. If we just do that, like that. So let's put a algae terrarium right here. That can do a little bit of work. Building lacks resources, electric grill. That's fine. We could probably do with a few more mosh bars. And our cook will do that, yay. Right, so... if we put the airlock here... and then we could put an... yeah, okay. That actually sounds like a good idea. So we'll put the airlock here. We'll put a oxygen algae terrarium here for now. What do we need here? We need the carbon skimmer. Converts water into oxygen and hydrogen. Yeah, okay. So carbon skimmer can go here. What's it need? Right. That doesn't explain anything to me. It takes in water. Needs a liquid intake and a liquid output. It overheats. Okay. Then what we probably want is some airflow tiles, please. Some airflow tiles here and here. Here, and then that'll do. Alright. So it needs liquid intake and liquid output. So if we take this down here, over to here, and then the output needs to go to here. So, oh lord. Okay, this is gonna be complicated, isn't it? So up here, and then along here, up here, along to here, bridge, and then along here, up here, to... Oh, damn it. Well, there's gonna have to be here. And then we'll have to build a ladder. That won't work, because I'm dumb. We'll have to build a ladder here. And that should work. Good. Absolutely perfect. Not absolutely perfect. It's actually quite bad. But for now, it'll do. We won't worry about it. We will worry about it. The other thing we can do is we can do the... So this just takes carbon dioxide out, but we're going to need an oxygen producer. So the electrolyzer, it outputs auto inputs, enable disabled. So I can't remember whether it... I think... Yeah. So what do you need input? You need water input, power, and you need liquid intake pipe, but you don't have any. So we'll have to do filtration. We'll have to do filtration, and that's improved plumbing. Liquid shut off. Hydro sensor, liquid tuning. Cools liquid pipe through it, but outputs heat. Warms large bodies of liquid. Okay. Why would we want why would we want warm liquid though? Food is decayed? Where? Oh, why would we put food in there? It's got sand, dirt, and some copper ore, apparently. Okay. Weird, but okay. How's the temperature doing? That is the power. How's the temperature doing up here? It's maintaining. .24-ish. What do we need for, crap, I can't check. Okay, let's, food, hydroponics, take it to, like, here, and then we'll do a station. I wonder if anyone will get that reference. And then we'll insulate the tile, because, well, at this point, why not? And then we'll close it off. Down here, we are slow. Up here, we are quicker. And we're getting a little bit of oxygen everywhere, which is nice. A little bit of carbon dioxide down there, that's fine. We're waiting on iron ore for that? We should have iron ore. I guess we're doing other parts of the build. The good thing about this is it's perfectly doable. If we were to kind of go up around this way, it would still be doable. It would just be a little bit annoying. Wow, we do not have much coal, do we? Crap. So that is possible, but a bit risky. Get this. Get this. Do we just not have iron? Oh no, we have iron. Okay. There's a little bit of coal up there, a little bit of coal there. If we open this, we open up the stuff that I don't want to deal with right now. Is there a bit of coal that we can get to? But well, this here is kind of like we got chlorine about the place and everything, but well, we could do like that. That'll get us a bit more coal for a while. We are going to have to change our something generation. My generation, talking about the generation. Just because we get around talking about my generation. This isn't perfect. One thing we may want to do is intake carbon dioxide over here, pump it over to here, and then I don't know, figure it out. Somewhere in between the two. You'll figure it out. That is one of the funniest, like, that's one of the crappiest things. I love Demolition Man, but there are some serious issues with it, whereby it's like they had a great idea for a film with Demolition Man. I shouldn't start talking about this close to the end of the episode, but I'll try and get through it quickly. So they had a great idea for a film in Demolition Man. Unfortunately, at the time, action films were fairly popular, so people were like, "Hell yeah, let's do action films," and everyone was like, "Yeah, okay." So they got Sylvester Stallone to do it, and they've still got the great ideas. You know, those bits where you're like, oh man, the kind of non-actiony parts of it, or even action parts of it sometimes. Like you got 3 seashells, which people love. You've got all these different ideas and themes kind of playing in the film. But there are every single moment where you're just like, that's kind of iffy, that's kind of dumb. All those moments are because Sylvester Stallone is playing, and I'm not doing this as like or acting. And I'm not doing this as like a dig on Sylvester Stallone. I think he's decent in the movie for, you know, for how they kind of did the movie. I think it would have been the same with any action star. The problem becomes, let's hook up this. We're not going to hook up the this, but yeah. The problem becomes you get to fuck. Sorry, you don't get to fuck, guys. The easiest way to do this is just to do that, yeah. The problem becomes is that you're making a film featuring an action star, and you have action tropes, and I think there's a certain amount of laziness that can come about through that kind of situation where you're like, oh, we've got Sylvester Stallone, we've got Arnold Schwarzenegger, we don't actually need to try and make you know, like, make the clever stuff, you know, go into detail for the clever stuff, like do the clever stuff properly. It's fine, like, you know, people will just be like, that's just an Arnie film, Or that's just a Sylvester Stallone film kind of thing. We need to actually select the ladder for this one. And just make sure that... Okay, just carbon dioxide and a ladder being deconstructed. Good. Yeah, so... there's a certain feeling of, like... We don't need to make this film clever. We don't need to, like... You know, really... We can cut corners and we can dick about a little bit, you know. We can not worry about it too much. Because at the end of the day, people don't expect that much from an action film like that. You know, there's a certain amount of, like, it's fine. No real need to worry. That's gold amalgam. That's not what we're looking for. And it's cooler down there. So we should try going up, I guess. Which is a shame, because I thought this was going to be the right way, but more and more it's starting to look like it's not. So we could go... That's a little bit of chlorine, but not much. We could go to... we kind of have to, like, go here. And then up a bit. And then across a bit. And then up. Okay, so that's the edge as well right there. So horizontally we've gone a decent ways. Okay, could go up there. Again, could go up there. But we could go up this way. It's a bit of a walk, but we could go up this way. I know. Let's go down here and see what we've got down here first. It annoys me that something as important later on as oil just keeps rolling. Some polluted dirt. We don't really have anywhere for that. Yeah, we really don't have anywhere for that. Anyway, yeah, it just feels like they're being a bit lazy with the Arnie stuff because, you know, because it's Arnie, I guess. This is heating up as well, goddamn. Anywho, let's end this episode here. We'll figure out the rest later. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It always helps out a lot, and of course I do really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.